Hello, this is Star joining us. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about these four classes in Blue Protocol. What kind of what their role and what their skill is going to use. Yeah. So basically, I want to bring this up before we go into this. So basically, I don't have enough time to you guys have been busy already. Basically, so I don't have enough time to upload like a video that I actually used to. So I have time right now in order to upload this video so far. So yeah, so we're going to start with that. So if you haven't yet, just go subscribe to my channel and hit the bell beside it, and you won't miss my latest video. Let's get into the video. So start out, we have four classes. So we have Aegis Fire, Twin Striker, Black Archer, and Spellcaster. So basically, we're going to start off with my favorite class, which is the Twin Striker. So Twin Striker is actually a frontline damage dealer. He deals a fast attack, and also as long as he keeps attacking, he can sustain himself. He actually deals with frontline damage. He actually takes out the enemies very fast though. He actually holds a dueling axe. We saw a lot of people holding a dual sword, but this guy holding a double axe. So yeah, so every class have two main basic attack. So one is his main attack and one is his sub attack. So it's actually his main action and his sub action. So his main action is to deal a change of damage, and his last is to deal spamming a bunch of damage, slashing his axe to an enemy, and his final attack is just jump into in midair, and you actually can use your other skill in order to just slam right into an enemy. It can actually be cast. His sub action, it's going to be it's just spinning in the tornado. So it's just basically a spinning skill, basically doing the doing a damage to an enemy. Is also reduced incoming damage to you, and also immune to CC when actually in use. So that's his attack right there, and that pretty considered already right now. That class is pretty insane so far. I can't actually even imagine going to get that class so far. Okay, so next skill is going to be a healing skill. So basically, like I mentioned, every class have healing skill. So his healing skill here, when after he casts an ability, he actually can use this skill to heal. He also can cast it after attacking and heals his HP. He actually can use it. So yep, he can actually use it while you're spamming your attack ability. So yeah, he's a very aggressive type of class there to restore your HP in a short amount of time though. But yep, he can heals a lot. He's one of these that can also make him stay alive longer, and also speaking of that, he actually can sustain himself even more because he actually have another skill called Life Drain. It's actually a life steal type of skill that you charge up your attack, and for a maximum of 3 seconds, I heard, the more you charge up, the more powerful it's going to get. So basically, when he charges his skill, he will actually deal a huge amount of damage on you, and he also heals a percent of his HP depending on how much damage you will cause to him. So yeah, it's a chargeable attack deal according to the amount of damage you heal. He also heals himself as amount of damage. And the next skill, we have a Fall Impact, which is actually a leap attack. So it just jump right into you and have a double action slash to you. And it's also deal AoE damage too, so there's one there. So and our move, and this move actually can be cast in midair. So yeah. And next we have a skill called Axe Tornado. This is actually a buff skill. So what it does is this skill is it's actually you get you can stand there and use the skill, and then after that you will actually gain a buff. So basically it helps you immune to CC or breakout CC, and also give you a extra attack buff and your whole party number. Imagine that skill. you already have a sub action immune to CC, and now you have another skill that's also immune to CC. So basically, at least I understand why he's a frontline DPS damage dealer. It's like a marshmallow that actually he's a meal range. And next we have a vortex impact here. Vortex impact is actually you can just jump to an enemy and deal AoE damage. So basically just an AoE damage skill, so not much, but use that skill, you actually can knock the enemy in the air. So yeah, there's one there. And currently though, man, this class is very insane already so far. And now we have a second class here, which is called Aegis Fighter. Aegis Fighter is a sword and shield person. His sword attack, his shield block incoming damage. He still take damage, but less damage. And yeah, I consider it he's the only class that can survive mostly in the game in the most of the front line compared to the Twin Striker. Twin Striker can survive longer than Aegis Fighter does, but it depends on how you play them. So yeah, but because Aegis Fighter does have more damage, it does have more defense. I mean, to help him up, to help him become in a tank in the front line. So yeah, it does have a shield. When you raise the shield up, he will get endurance. If you guys don't know what endurance is, endurance is actually it's like in the blocking incoming attack. So it is low. So if you have do endurance, then it's just breaking your defense stance, then you will be vulnerable. That's how it's going to be. So yeah, let's start out. His main action here, it's just a left click. It's a change attack, and his fourth attack will deal additional damage. Then that apply damage and also do damage reduction debuff on an enemy when you attack. That could be the fourth one. That's why I do additional damage. And sub action here, it's just basically just raising up his shield and blocking incoming damage basically. And so basically, after that, when you're blocking damage, you're like until your turn hits 0 or something, also counter a counter attack too. So you have to press left click in order to do a counter attack though. Before, yeah. So when your turn hits 0, you could like do a counter attack, or you can actually do it before it hits 0 anyway too. But yeah, there's just a lot of ways of doing it. He's a very defensive class so far. I can actually psych, but I think that he still gets CC easily though. And next he have a healing skill here, which is the cool thing about Blue Protocol, that like Ben Nako did a good job because if you have all class, you have the class I have healing skill, man, you can see spamming it. I don't see why a lot of people like to play any class they want now. Man, keep ability to keep them alive, man. You get so basically what he do is you just stand there and just use his healing skill, heal himself, and heal the whole party number. So basically, which is an insane class, which I actually like. The healing class also do AoE burst heal. So next skill we have a shield bash. So shield bash skill here just allows you to dash forward and slam them with your shield that also CC them. So basically it costs it to stun them in a few seconds there. And next we have a fortress sword that just costs AoE damage, a decent amount of damage, and increase the damage. So it's also being like it also like drag your enemies close to you too. So character will basically he's a tank, so that's explained. And next he have a blow beat. Blow beat is a skill that like it just locks. So most tanks have this skill called blow beat though. So basically, you just launch a sword, slash, and then it causes a shockwave that to attack your enemies. So yeah, it causes deals amount of damage though. It could cause a wind blade. Let's just say that. And if you say it also kind of launch in a few seconds there. It takes time. It doesn't even take me to charge anyway. And next we have a shield guard, which is the ability buff. This is the ability buff here. is actually increase you and your party member to like reducing incoming damage. Listen, Aegis Spider, you have a shield lifting up on you. Like, come on, you have a shield lifted up and they're already like blocking damage. Now you have a shield guard. Like, how much damage you will take after that? Man, like dang, man, you use that skill and use this up as a shield, and it's more like you getting no damage. Even you get damage, probably only like 1 HP. And next we have a shield judgment. This is one that it launches shields, just sending a shockwave and deals a huge amount of damage to your opponent that is actually in front of you. Also can deal a knockdown damage, though. It also reset your endurance, though, after use too. So, damn, the two classes so far is actually pretty insane already, and I actually pretty like it right now. And now we have a next class. We have a Blast Archer. So Blast Archer, it's a ranged DPS class, which is also considered ADC. So you basically, like I say, if you bomb up close, so you have to you have to behind your frontline damage all time. So you definitely have to be in range in order to attack. He does have a skill in order to help him, but only for a while. Okay, let's get into it. So basically, his main attack, his main action here, just like keep shooting a fast arrow, keep attacking, just casting arrow and just shoot at them multiple shots. And when you're in your sub action, it's just like use a powerful arrow that actually pierces into an enemy. So it does charge up though, basically. So yeah, you don't have to like charge up too much. And plus, it also have a healing skill here. And the healing skill is a little bit different. So basically, the longer he charges up his healing skill, the bigger the radius and the longer the skill endurance will last. And the charge, and next it actually can heal everyone in there. And the charge arrow here, it's a chargeable arrow that deals a huge amount of damage that also exposes enemy weak spots so far. It hits weak spot every time you attack. And next we have a letter arrow here. A letter arrow. This just shoot multiple arrows at your opponent, and that will hit every single opponent that will go across by. Not all arrows will hit the same opponent. It hit one shot every time. Then next we have Stampede arrow. Stampede arrow is just a raining arrow that's just like falling from the sky. Kind of like that. So basically, you just shoot your arrow in the sky, and we'll launch a bunch of arrow in that area. Oh, and one more thing: along you attack, the higher endurance, the higher the radius and endurance. So yeah, I'm not sure about durability part. Okay, so next we have summon shot. So basically, this one is also shoot the enemy, and also reducing the charging time of your skills. So basically, it apply cooldown and apply cooldown in your party too. So and even party buff one. So we have Mortal Gravity. This is actually place a black hole at your enemy and suck them all all the enemy in your radius. It looked like a blue hole to me though. They just changed the name. Yeah, I have to admit it does change. I have to change the name for that. And my bad. So next we have a class called a Spellcaster. A support AoE damage class is deal a huge amount of damage too. So basically, it's a long range mage, using staff elemental damage, and also have a special spec skill. It also heals burst damage. And sorry, my mic keeps shutting off. so basically, his main action is you can just like keeps attacking, like you just keeps spamming your light ball at you. It's just a ball of light to hit your enemy, and you can actually restore your mana by doing so. Then your sub action is just shooting a bunch of trinity bullshit at your enemies, and you'll recover mana as well. It's just a different way of doing it. Here the DCS class, it's not as fast attack, but it deals a huge amount of damage, man. And yet he uses a lot of, this class uses a lot of mana. So be careful with your mana, but you still record it. So now, the mage here have a healing skill, which is very special because it used your mana. So if your mana is soft in there, it will heal every enemy in the every enemy in the area in the AOE. Get the AOE healing damage. So yeah. And we have a fire blast here, which is a special ability that you just charge up. The longer you charge your fire ability, the more damage will cause, and it actually do a knockback damage if it's big enough. Then we have the lightning damage here. More enemies were there, and more damage it will cause. So it's a bolt of lightning. And yeah, it will consume mana too every time. Every time you keep using that skill. It's actually a very interesting skill. As long as you charge, the more damage you will take. And it also deals damage in the area. Wow. And next we have a blizzard here. This is a skill is actually a skill that you actually charge up and it will actually damage enemy over time too, as long as it's still there. And the longer the charge, the bigger radius it will be. And the next we have Trinity Shot. It reduces the regeneration of mana over time, so apply the ultimate cooldown too. It also reduces the cooldown. And that's very, very insane though. You can reduce cooldown and keep spamming your skills. And next we have a Meteor Inferno. Meteor Inferno is just summon a big ass meteor in the sky and just launch down to your enemy. Now, this remind me of Cutfound in the game had that mage there, and it also remind me of that one enemy guy got run down by a tractor and ended up in the hospital, and he died because his family laughed at him. Oh man, that anime is funny. So yeah, then this is the anime game, and that's all I have for you guys for today right now. So feel free to call me if you have any question though. And I feel like this video is actually pretty long, so yeah, I don't usually do videos like this long at all. I was planning to do two classes only to cut it short, but I just going to do it because I don't have time. So I basically have time right now, basically going to do everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe, and by the way, shout out to Rex Gaming here too, also having this video. So yeah, shout out to him, and go ahead, you can go ahead and watch the channel if you want to. You can also have some Blue Protocol content there too. And yeah, and that's all I have for you guys today. So yeah, you know what you guys want to do, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.